everybody, I want to Wiisdom here Wednesday night, December 14th. Yesterday, as you should know if you've seen the Flare Wolf unboxing, or just a few seconds ago, the Bad Juju unboxing, which is probably yesterday's video. Got lucky, finally found, I should say, some Wave 3 Skylanders at Target. Previously, I'd only been able to find Solar Flare Aurora, which oddly enough was not in stock yesterday when I found these cast of characters. But they do have a pretty sweet sale going on right now. If you got a local store you hadn't checked out in a while, or you want to take advantage of it online, buy two, get one free. If you do the math on that, it basically breaks down to $30 and free. 30 divided by 3, $10 a character. Not a bad deal when they retail for $15 or more at Toys R Us. So, needless to say, we scored Flare Wolf, Bad Juju, and Master Buckshot. Very excited about this guy because he's a bowslinger. And as you should know by now, if you've watched my collection of videos, Minecraft, all that sort of thing, I am a fan of the bow. So, bow in this case, you know, archery, not just like bow staff. Also a fan of the bow staff and the Joe, but that hasn't really applied much to... Shocking, actually. It's pretty surprising we haven't seen, like, that sort of a weaponry in Skylanders, come to think of it. We've seen shurikens, you know, but I can't think of, like, a Donatello bow-type character off the top of my head. We got similar things, but not necessarily a bow. So, that could be something for the future. Let me know your thoughts on that down below in the comment section or the Skylander Club forum. But Buckshot is a Magic Element Bowslinger. And as you can see there, his slogan, Quiver with Fear. So, is he equipped with a quiver? We'll have to find out. It looks pretty good in the packaging. Again, Magic gets the purple color scheme, if you will. There's our top artwork for Buckshot. From this angle, he's got a bit of a crazed, trigger-happy Slam Bam hybrid look, so that screams fun to me. That's what that says. In your hand on the portal into the game, it is that simple. There's our inset artwork for Buckshot. Looks pretty cool there. That's kind of got the deer in the headlights feel going. Sensei Skylanders unleash Almighty Sky Chi, and you unlock unique gear with each additional character, as well as increase the level for your Imaginators. Bad Juju and Flare Wolf, if you're interested in them, they're here. They've been unboxed. Check the videos out if you missed them. Grave Clobber, nice promo there. And of course, Master Buckshot. So, as with all of these unboxings, we've got two little tabs of tape on the sides, which we'll cut with our insanely large knife for the task at hand, because that's how we do it. Remember, never cut towards yourself. Nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and open this guy up. Again, my target, they use the J-hook, so it's kind of already up. Magic box is very cool because the purple and the black go together very well. If you note in the light, you'll see that little grayscale image all through this. It actually goes all the way down and into the purple even. That is your Magic Element logo, which is a very, very nice touch. You can see it nicely there as well. Again, these are things you can grab when you pick these characters up, and you'll appreciate it better in person. So, here we are. I have to say, as the more of these we unbox, it makes me miss the stat cards and sticker sheets that much more. So here he is, what we want to do. Nothing attached up here, just break it back. 45s on both sides. We've got the base lashed in on the bottom. Looking at his figure, you've got the arm tucked in here. That should be pretty solid. Love what they did here. From an unboxing standpoint, had they have wrapped the bow or the arrow, it would have been a complete pain, and you would have had to worry about breaking it. And in fact, if they tested this stuff, might have had that happen, but they just embedded it around the arm. So what we're going to do is break down the bottom here, and then very easily, very smoothly. All three of these characters I thought would be difficult to get out of the clamshell. Not the case. Now the base on this guy, yes, but the backside where he was nestled into place, no, super smooth. So, here we are. Let's go ahead and do his the old-fashioned way. Now, according to the website, which this doesn't translate to in-game, but it's on here, and I tell you about it because we don't have the stat cards that would otherwise give us the information. Power. Are you sitting down? 340 out of 350. That's pretty impressive. I can't lie there. 34 out of 35 type of a thing. So he's pushing some heat, we can assume. Armor, if there's a trade-off, if you got something really high, you know, something's got to be pretty low. Armor is only 90. His speed and agility, 270. You would kind of expect that. And then luck, fairly high at 200. Now, his slogan, as you know, quiver with fear. But what does he sound like?
Quiver with fear!
That's not a bad voice for him. I could get behind that. So, what is his story, though, you ask? Well, when Buckshot was young, there's going to be a large... Well, maybe not. Maybe not. But anytime you say Buckshot, you know, when you come from my parts of the world anyway, you're thinking shotguns, right? So this should be fun. When Buckshot was young, he and his siblings were banished to the magic realm of mysterious mazes. Can we go there? Once again, another bio brings up a place. All I want to do is get to travel there in-game. Hopefully at some point in the not-too-distant future, that becomes a reality for us. By an evil spellpunk. I love spellpunks. Those guys are so underrepresented in this game. And wanted to rid Skylands of all Skyfauns. So what is Buckshot? He is a Skyfaun. Makes sense, doesn't it? Given the cloven hooves and everything, the antlers. So let's start from the beginning. When Buckshot was young, he and his siblings were banished to the magic realm of mysterious mazes by an evil spellpunk that wanted to rid all Skylands of all Skyfauns. That sounds like an epic showdown. Buckshot spent years looking for a way out, but found no way to escape the enchanted labyrinth. Over time, however, the magic of the realm began to grow within him, strengthening his already formidable powers, hence 340 out of 350. While his siblings had lost all hope of freedom, Buckshot continued to test the boundaries of the maze, using his mystical bow and arrows to try to penetrate the walls around him. Eventually, Buckshot's powers became so potent that he even learned how to teleport. These are so hard to spin around in my hand. Like, I'm trying to time it perfectly and have this cool transition. The base and the characters, you know, expanse now. It's hard to do that, so my apologies. But his power became so strong, he learned to teleport. That was what I was trying to get his face around for the da-da-da-dun moments, and we failed miserably. But, with his new ability, he was finally able to open a portal back into Skylands and free his siblings. Now, as a sensei of the Bowslinger class, Buckshot always keeps one eye on the target and the other on the lookout for Spellpunk that had banished him. So, very cool. I like when there's that element of potential revenge. You see that with Igniter and Hex, so on and so forth. Very, very cool to see that still ringing true here. So, Buckshot the Skyfaun, who can teleport. Very, very promising, right? Magic Element base kind of has our old school Magic Element logos embedded across it. It's got a nice... This is very reminiscent of like a Mystic Purple that I used on my Mystic custom painted Skylanders. It's just not quite as metallic. It's more of a flat. And then, of course, we've got the Bowslinger. There's a little bit of metal to it, but it's not like got the gloss, the pop, if you will, you know, so it's sort of like a matte finish type of a thing. We got the Bowslinger logo there. You got the cloven hooves. You've got his fur there, so I guess he is a white Skyfaun, you could say. He's got the black pants. Shout out to the Walkthrough King. Play Mind Logics. If you've been watching my Mind Logics SMP Season 2 videos, just this past weekend we actually launched Play Mind Logic. It's a kit-based PvP server. Check out the Walkthrough King's channel. You can see the links to it there. I'll get some up on my channel very soon. Just been extremely busy. Now, Golden Belt, since he is an original sensei, he's got gold antlers, if you will. Sort of a nice, kind of like a deer, just standard if you think Bambi, all right? Or you're out in the wild, you know, and you see deer that's just like that color, right? So light brown, you know, I guess would be the best way to describe it. You can see it there on his arm. Looks like he's got the triceps working pretty hard there. Small paint blemish right there. They didn't really get good coverage. I know some people are very into that sort of a thing. Ooh, you got the Buckshot with the paint blemish. Amazing. So pay attention to that. Maybe yours will have it. Maybe it won't. Maybe subsequent ones he'll be a darker shade. You never know what's going to happen. So, note right here, there's sort of like just a triangular pattern on this strap. And what does that hold? No quiver, sadly. Would be cool if one would have been there. That's likely what it's for, so you can picture him drawing arrows from that. Kind of a nice woolly, feathery coat, if you will. He's got pretty cool. You can sort of see you've got like a shield element, you've got sort of a bow element, you've got an arrow element, you've got an arrowhead / magic symbol going on. If you were to take this half and combine it with this half, like in the NFL, a receiver will come in and put their hands together and it makes the team logo in the middle. That's Buckshot's way of doing the magic element proud, right? So he gets the kill on the spell punk, and then he fist bumps, and you're like, oh, he's magic, and then you go online and buy his gloves so you can do it type of thing. Maybe not, but something along those lines. So what I like here, he's got the arrow actually pulled back properly. You don't like grab the arrow like this. You actually, do what you see with him doing. No string, of course, but hey, that's fine. It looks better too. Got a little bit of wrap right here. That's also accurate. He's got a firm, proper grip. He's got it straight. He's got it sighted in. He's ready to go to town. Love the tip of this and the translucent color here. Just like with Bad Juju, they did an excellent job. This isn't super dark, but it's dark enough to get the job done. Kind of seems to fade, but that's just because there's more material here, and it actually gives it kind of a cool motion effect, if you will. So that is that, though. Now, what else do you need to know? If you're super into it, if you're all about the magic element characters, don't have Pinata yet, but right here, Mysticat, we've got another magic element character. He is, of course, a sorcerer. And the only other bowslingers that I currently have, which again I'm very excited about, my main man Wolfgang here. So he joins Wolfgang in the bowslinger department. And of course, Dark Wolfgang over here, which you can't really see, but hey, I tried. So that is that. For some reason, I'm fighting losing my voice. So I think that's good reason to stop right here. This is Buckshot, $15 at Target. They currently have a buy two, get one free, which is a pretty legitimate deal, I have to say. If I could tell you more about, hey, go here, go there, go anywhere. Toys R Us got them first. I've had a heck of a time with that. I've not seen them on Amazon yet. Target's, I haven't checked their website, but I did, I just was there and I always look and I was like, oh my gosh, Target of all places actually has something new, That's what I can tell you. This weekend at GameStop, they should have some pretty decent promo going. Again, Mystical Bad Juju will be there. Perhaps I can land chain reaction type of a thing. We shall see. But Buckshot looks pretty interesting. I'm kind of excited to see what exactly his upgrades will be and how much and how frequently the teleportation is involved. Because if you take the teleporting characters from the past, sort of Hoot Loop and Night Shift, big fans of both of those, and then you add in a bow. I hope with his bow it doesn't, like fall off as quickly. I sort of hope it's more of like a screen cleaner, distance-wise. If he's got that and teleportation, we've got something pretty special here in our hands. So very excited to get him introduced. That video will be coming here very, very soon, so be on the lookout for that. Subscribe if you have not. Hashtag Buckshot will get you a bonus brick in the wall of Wiisdom. I promise I'll get an episode of Wiisdom Plays Minecraft out soon. Truth be told, I've just been having a ton of fun building my little temple / pyramid / labyrinth thing on the MineLogic server. And I don't have a ton of time, and on top of that, we've got a lot of Skylander stuff going on, so time has been at a premium for me. Also want to point out, my Stardew Valley series, which is not dead, it just falls in the same category. It's hilarious, it's awesome, watch it. A lot of you love it. Some people came to my channel specifically because of it, but what hurt a lot of people was like, oh, it's PC only. And I've told a few of you, I've kind of kept tabs on it. As of today, you can get it on PS4 and Xbox One. It was coming to the Wii U, but with the revelations of the Switch coming out in March of 2017, they went ahead and they canceled Wii U. They're going to put it on the Switch. So Nintendo people will still have to wait, but most Nintendo people tend to have one of the other consoles anyway. But bottom line, Stardew Valley, fantastic game. It was one guy behind it, and then of course, like Chucklefish, and I think someone else got involved for the ports. But it's a pretty cool, if you're into Animal Crossing, and if you're into Harvest Moon, either one of those series, I think you will like Stardew Valley. It's money well spent. I think you'll have a lot of fun with it. So if you want to pick it up on Steam or console, it's one of those titles I honestly highly recommend. It's not expensive, and you will get a ton of value out of that game. So I wanted to keep everybody updated on that. But again, I will try my best to pick up more Wave 3 Chain Reaction. I'm looking very, very forward to, as is Ethan. The mystical stuff, I'll see what I can do. And of course, I really, really want the adventure packs, but they're also expensive, and I'm trying to save some money, and I will do what I can for you. If you really want to help me out and you're already subscribed, hit that like button. It sounds stupid. It's what you have to do. I didn't ask for that credit for years because it's just, I don't like that sort of a thing. But the best thing you can do to help me really more than that is spread the word on the channel. I'm not in a third-party partnership like everybody else doing these videos. I get cross-promoted over. You can't find it. I'm never in the promoted videos because I don't pay to do that. And I'm just a grassroots guy trying to use the website as intended on the YouTube platform. And I get screwed over every step I turn. Here recently, you've had people complain. They're big channels. And there's finally starting to be, you know, like people acknowledging that there's issues. Not to be a jerk, but I've been noticing that since like 2012, late 2012, 2013 is when things started to go downhill very quickly for me. Just the closed accounts or the inactive people, I'd be well over 10K based on just like the last 4 purges they've done. So it'll be a deal. I'm sitting at 9,000 a while back, and then boom, you're like 7,800. Those are catastrophic losses for a little guy like myself, because sadly a lot of times people evaluate you not on your content but on your subscriber count, which is another ridiculous thing people do. But it's a long story. It's a sad story. People like to talk about it. I should probably make videos where I just complain about YouTube, because that's what all the people with millions and millions of subscribers and tons of ad revenue coming in do. And for some reason, people watch them and continue to watch them and rewatch them and share them and watch all the other videos that come out from those same people who only sit there and complain that they're going to have to go get a real job and they're devastated. I work a real job already, and I do this on the side, and I was shafted 3.5 years ago. So if you want a sad story, there it is. That said, thanks so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. Again, I feel like I cater to a bit of a niche audience, sort of like the hardcore collector, people that actually want to be good at the game, sort of a vibe. And that is not the case for a lot of other people that play this and unbox and showcase things. They're just kind of in it for reviews, pretty much, and lack the same sort of passion you see with someone like myself. So if you've been here and you're still here, that's why you're here, and I will continue to do this stuff regardless. So as always, thanks so much for watching. Can't wait to introduce these guys. That is what I'm off to do, at least after I take the trash out, because yes, I live in the real world. So I gotta go do that, make sure sprinkler head's not broken, and I will catch you guys back here for the next unboxing from the pool table.